I'm just looking to make sure I got all my content together, you guys, because I have a lot I want to speak with you guys today for this hour and a half episode. So while I get time to make sure I am live, I'm going to play some Ty the Tyrant's Heart-Shaped Bullet Wounds. This is going to be Watch What I Do Next by him and the legend Blind Fury. So make sure you guys go over and check him out at YouTube. Hit them both up. They're both phenomenal artists. You know, I really enjoy both their music. So please, you know, they bring that fire every time. So stop by and hit them out. Let them know I sent you. So guys, this is going to be Watch What I Do Next by Ty the Tyrant and Blind Fury while I make sure I'm live. So I hope you guys enjoy the song. If you need the link, let me know down below. Make sure I'm live. Hey, baseball coming, let me see me, everybody start running, lady. What you wanna do next? Swing Paul Bunyan. So guys, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, or the notification bell. So if you want any idea from when I go live or to my new content coming. I've been way too far now, I can't miss a step. Yeah. You see nothing yet. Watch what I do next. When the best part coming, when you see me, everybody start running, baby. Watch what I do next. I know half of it. Watch what I do next. Hey, good morning, Cass. How are you? Welcome into the episode. Next. Guys, we have a lot to talk about today. We have about the questions I posted up on social media. 4 questions there. We're going to be talking about the new... I'm going to pause this really quick. I'm gonna be... Oh, Snickers is in here too. Welcome in, Snickers. But guys, also too, I'm going to be bringing up the new Rage event other than Fall Guys I got going on for you guys. I'm calling it 7 Sins, Rage, Sin, or Die. So basically, I'm either going to end up raging out completely, taking a bunch of sin rips depending the challenge, or I'm probably going to die off after my 7th try, you know, 7 sins, 7 tries, you know, ha ha ha. But then I'm going to be talking more about Salem, the card reading that kind of opened my mind and kind of, you know, changed my outlook on everything. And then we're going to be doing a mental health check, you guys. So we got a lot to talk about in an hour and a half. I'm okay, just got home. Well, I'm glad you're safe. Glad everybody makes it safe to any of their destination, no matter if it's to the store, to your local game shop. And guys, not only that, like I found out in Salem, they actually have a video game bar, yo. Like, we need that in New York. Salem has a fucking video game bar. And guys, again, the reason why I have my mask basically covering where my studio light is because not only am I bald, but my lamp also kind of took a shit on me. So I kind of have to use the studio light for right now. So I'm trying to keep the shine off of the camera. But welcome in, Snickers, Cass. I hope you both are well. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll be working and lurking. Okay, so we're giving people 1 more minute time to tab in because I know I'm a little bit early this morning. But I have some things I have to do today, so before I go to work on Wednesday. Well, I should say tomorrow. With hide the flame, there's scars in the past and never tried to hide the pain. No matter if I forgot her name, you can try. Yes, pretty much, yes. I mean, I know this is a podcast and all you have to do is listen, but I'm sure a lot of people are watching me too. So I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? Protect your eyes and somewhat of your ears. Heat in the kitchen like I got a couple of minutes. You can try. But yeah, you guys, I got my Salem Village official t-shirt, $16.92. And I'm wearing that creepy stone I found at the insane asylum. Hell comes with a girl like you. She a monster, she a goddamn demon. Been holy water, she's steaming. Only one looking in the direction to make a grown man stop breathing. Her body come alive in the evening, even if it come back to harm me in the long run. At least got a damn good reason. Preaching to the choir in the heart's desire, Medusa's eye always creeping. She's seen the darkest places in the corner of your human side. Have you ever wondered what you look like through the top of my freshly shaved head? Okay. Alright, chat. So we're enough goofing off. Let's get to it. I'm done goofing around, chat. Jack Young? What do you mean, sheesh? Hey, listen. Don't be... All right. So I can keep better notice of my chat here so I don't miss anything. But welcome in, Jack. Welcome into the episode 3 podcast. I hope all is well. Welcome in. Oh, Jack on crack with the new follow. But welcome in, mate. Welcome into the episode. Alright, you guys. So just with a little bit of starters, as everybody knows, or if you've seen on social media, I just recently gotten back from Salem, Massachusetts, the witchy town, where I've been locked up. I had a spawn of Satan. I've seen a lot of creepy shit. And I've gotten to know parts of myself, as well as gotten a psychic reading, which we will get into that shortly. But guys, all in all, I got to learn so much about the witch trials, and it is a beautiful area. I gotta say, if you get a chance to ever visit Salem, Massachusetts, or much less Danvers, check it out, you guys. And not only that, and I'm still shocked, and I'm gonna nerd out as all shit, but I swear to you, I think Little Hope was shot in Salem. Like, I found proof all over Salem with doing the tours and seeing all these sites that a lot of the facts in Little Hope were right there in Salem. So, yeah. So, guys, like, I'll be going over all that detail with you. But I am back. You know, it is phenomenal to be back on live with you guys. You know, I've been given the after this though, you guys, I gotta give these 3 episodes some time to sit. So while I come up with new content for a podcast or more stuff to talk with you guys about after this episode, I'm gonna let these sit. So I'm gonna try to share them, get more people interested in either coming on the show and talking, or talking with the chat, or, you know, stuff like that. So I will be, I'll be trying to promote these 3 episodes just to try to get it out there more, so I can come up with more time to come up with more topics to discuss with you guys. Unless you want to reach out and share your story, that kind of thing, you know, anything to, you know, let you guys know that I'm here for you. I'm gonna try my best. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I went to Salem, Massachusetts, to all the, well, I think 90% of the sites where the trials were held. I got to see some phenomenal, like, mind-blowing stuff. Yeah, but then I played Little Hope yesterday, which Salem, Massachusetts, and Danvers as well. But so yeah, you guys, we're gonna be getting into all that in this episode, as well as talking about the rage event I got going on. That I'm trying to get like my content out there more. So like I'm so close to beating my old channel record, where I figured why not try to turn it into an event to where if I can get I'm going it by like sevens, you guys. So if I can either get 7 new people added to the channel or something like that, I'm going to be either playing God of War or Lords of the Fallen on the hardest difficulty ever, trying to turn it into an event where I have to try 7 times to get as far as I can within a certain time limit. Or I'm either going to rage out, be too stoned to compete and fight, or I'm probably going to die trying. Okay, I have to go clean up the back room, so I'll be away from my phone, but I'll still have your stream up. No worries, Snickers, but be careful of the back rooms. If you go too far and you get stuck there, we'll never see you again. I played that yesterday and beat it. It was good. What'd you play? God of War or Little Hope? Alright, while I wait for Jack's response. Uh, So yeah, you guys. So if I can get my content out there and hurry up and beat my track record from my old channel on Twitch, like I said before, I'll either play just for funny moments. I'll either play it on a hard difficulty or an even harder difficulty, just to make it entertaining for you guys. So also too, I'm so close to finishing setting up for my event. I just got to purchase some of my own merchandise so I can actually finish setting it up, because I want to do a giveaway for you guys, because like, you know, I know everybody needs a merchandise line for their channel and all, but like I want to do something awesome to give back for you guys. So like I want to do like some of these stream events where like I give you guys either some official Sin merch or merch from the Sin Army merchandise line as well. So, like, I'm really looking forward to that. So, I almost got the final touches to that event to where I want to give back to you guys for supporting me for almost 2 years. Well, 2 years on, almost 2 years on Twitch, but a couple months on YouTube. So, either way, like, I will be doing a giveaway coming up for that as well. Oh, Little Hope? Yeah, I just beat it yesterday too. I got a different ending that I didn't think I'd get. But also too, you guys, I got like some phenomenal things I want to share with you first. If I could find out what happened to him. Oh, there he is. Guys, I got my own voodoo doll. A Sin official voodoo doll from Salem. Yeah, and you know, I'll be going over some of that stuff. Also, too, like, you know, I got a map of Salem just to like show where I was. I mean, I don't have none of the routes drawn on this, but this is just a copy of the map. You know, I got some brochures from like every shop that I stopped by, and I gotta tell you, if you haven't got a chance to check out my social media yet, I will post up more either in Discord or on Twitter. So either or, if you guys haven't seen any of that, I will be posting that up. But guys, I got a lot to like go over with you. So guys, all right. So a couple weeks ago, I had turned around and asked everybody a series of 4 questions that I was kind of like curious to pick your minds and to dive into the madness that makes you guys who you are. So, like, the first question I asked you guys was pet peeves. Like, what are 1 or 2 pet peeves of yours in real life or in gaming that really, I hate to use a Family Guy reference, but really grinds your gears? Like, well, I'll give you guys time to tell me that in chat. I'm going to tell you a couple of mine. And then just to like hear your opinions or want to reflect on it, guys, like give me your best shot. So while you guys are getting ready to answer that, I'm gonna tell you mine. Like a couple of mine in real life are just like what is going on in today. Like this society is so cracked up. Like it's got its own paranoias on top of its own. What's this way? If you don't think that way, you're kind of the bad guy in the situation. Yo, Maddie B, what is happening? Welcome into the stream. But like what I'm trying to say is like, you know, be your own person. Like if you have to try so hard to impress somebody that can't appreciate the madness that makes who you are you, then it's not really worth it, you guys. Like it drains your soul. It wears you right out, dude. Like I got to be honest, like if you can't be yourself and just show your style, then it's not worth it at all. So that's like one of my pet peeves. And then the other one is oh god, guys, I'm not gonna lie, is short spaces. You know, I know not everybody is highly challenged, but yo, my adventure through Salem, I had to stand between these two goddamn support beams because the ceiling was too goddamn low. So let me tell you this, like this whole height challenged house designs, whoever these architects are, you're a dick. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the fact is I had to take a tour through a house by standing through two support beams, you're a dick. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm with you. Alright, so next one. Alright, for my gaming pet peeves. Okay, so I'm gonna piss off a lot of Call of Duty players here. And don't get me wrong, I do play it, but I play it for fun. I'm not great at it whatsoever. But like when you sit there and expect somebody to game the exact way you do, I promise you this, having that kind of a closed mind in a video game world is not going to get you too far making friends. That's like my personal opinion. Like everybody feels differently about it, I'm sure. But me, in my certain way, like when I met you guys, the Sin Army, the 7 Sins that I became friends with, as well as became family with, like if I didn't just appreciate their style and work as well as with my chaotic style, like I wouldn't be here right now. And like I gotta say, I got some of the best friends and family from doing this that I can honestly admit to. And like so you know they can all admit, you know, I've turned their world upside down since they met me. But in all aspect, you know, if my mind has been opened in the gaming world more times than I care to admit. Like, you know, seeing other people's playing styles, becoming a content creator for YouTube and a streamer for Twitch, like doing all that, like has opened my horizons in the gaming community than I've ever thought to imagine. So, you know, I appreciate each and one of you that are out there doing this today, because if it wasn't for meeting people like you, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am now. Okay, so let me catch up with chat here. Oh, Little Hope, nice. Matt, hello. Jackie, I'm with you. Cassie, one of me is broken promises. Why do people make promises if you're not going to keep them? Cassie, you are not wrong, and I agree with that full-heartedly. Guys, and that's what I mean by being real. Like, if you're going to be honest and real with something, be brutally honest, because in the end, you don't have to remember the truth. Yeah, it's going to piss a lot of people off, but if you just be brutally honest and upfront right out of the gate, you know, it's going to be less stress off of you, and people around you are going to respect you for that brutal honesty. So if you can't keep up on a promise, and I'm not going to lie, I'm guilty of it myself. I made a few promises that I still feel like crap for that I broke. Like, I'm not too happy with that. So yeah, no, like being a part of that in personal experience, you know, like I said before, I'm trying to be better than I once was day by day. So, like, you know, I could feel I did a lot of good today, but I know I can do better tomorrow. So, guys, like I said, being guilty of that myself, I try my best not to make promises I can't keep. I agree on the gaming one. Everyone plays differently, and yeah, yes, Cass. That's what I mean. Like a lot of gamers don't really see that in others until like they actually experience it firsthand. Like, yeah, I'll admit my gaming style is crazy. Like, that's why I call myself a psycho, because everything I do is at a random split twist. Obviously, everybody knows me for my misdirection, and yes, I openly admit that, and I can't help it. But either way, even though I go the wrong way, I still end up the right way eventually. So guys, any thoughts or input on that first question I just asked? Before we move on to the second question. Alright, so I don't see the chat moving. I don't know if it's my video or internet, but guys, if you're still here or anybody actually still tuned in, can you let me know? Just to make sure my chat's working. Okay, alright, so I see your comment, Cass. Alright, so next question. Alright, you guys, so I obviously know half of this, but I gotta be upfront and real, you guys. I am acceptance that I feel like I am a sinner, so I am okay with this. But I gotta ask for my own fan base out there, what do you guys consider yourselves, really? Like, I know you're part of the Sin family as well as the Sin army, but I gotta know, guys, are you guys saints or sinners, and why? Like I said before, you guys, I already call myself a sin, so I enjoy the chaos in my life. Like if I wasn't this entertaining, like I'm like this on and off camera. So if I can keep you guys laughing, I'm gonna keep being me. So I know for a fact I'm a crazy chaotic sinner. So like, what about you guys? Tell me what's going on with you, chat? Like, who out there is a saint or a sinner? Either way, I still respect you. I'm just curious because I want to know my fan base, you guys. Like I said, this is me trying to get to know you guys. Okay, so we got a fellow sinner in here. But guys, also too, even after I'm not live, I do want to know the answer to these questions, you guys. So when this video goes off live for the podcast, if you guys still want to leave a comment and answer the questions, I still want to know. Like, I still want to get to know my viewers, my listeners, anybody that came across my channel. Like, I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your thoughts and inputs. So guys, please let me know even after the video. Okay, you guys, so this next question is kind of going to a little bit of a deeper aspect into getting to know you guys and your video game lifestyles, because I am curious. So if you want to know mine as well, I will gladly tell you. It's a little bit far-fetched and crazy as hell as Krieg and Tiny Tina. But if you guys want to know, I will gladly tell you. But I want to know your guys' thoughts on video games in general, any streamers you first heard of or thought of, or content creators if you started off on YouTube. I want to know your guys' inputs. Like, I'll start off with mine. Like, when I first got into video games, uh, it was my escape from reality, you guys. Like, I could have been anything I wanted. I could have raised all sorts of chaos and not even gotten in trouble for it. So, like, the fact is, like, I could use video games to express who I was and to kind of get my voice out there and do what I'm passionate about. I loved playing video games. I had my own style about it. So like honestly, when me and my brother first got into playing video games, we grew up watching our dad play. Like he'd come home from work after busting his ass, take care of us kids, and then he'd sit down a couple hours before bed and we'd watch him just grind out on any video games. And I was like, yo, I want to be like that someday. And here I am now, 32, and still doing this. So yeah, I enjoy video games because like not only is it entertaining, like when my parents would watch me grind out on either Assassin's Creed or something that looked like a video to them, they'd literally thought we were watching a movie instead of me just playing a video game with a controller in my hand. So like just the factor of like I can keep that and make it an entertaining hobby of mine, well, here we are now. And like when I first got introduced to streaming, like I got a lot of people I look up to. Like I first started watching the boys, Eddie VR, Josh Dub, Mully, narrator. Once I started watching them, like, and they were expressing their own kind of style as not only as a group but as well as individuals. Like I wanted to do that, and so when me and my brother first got together, me and like five other of our friends, like we started a group. We were definitely into the Seven Deadly Sins story, real life anime stuff like that. The seven of us were always together, so we were like, well, why not start a team together based off of the seven sins? So that's where the idea came from. So every time we'd game together, it was literally just the seven of us, not only just doing skits on video games, but having a good time, making people laugh, and trolling people. Once we did that, it just kind of took off from there, and we each made a promise if something happened to one of us, the rest of us would carry on that dream. And so that's why I'm still here doing this. Guys, I know a lot of people think about the numbers, things like that, as a content creator or a streamer, and that's all fine and dandy. But in all reality, I'm still trying to stick to my goals and my ambitions for this, and just put content out there for you guys. If you're new here, or if you're come back to see more or listen, I just want to put content out there to keep you guys entertained and let you guys know what's going on. So, that's why I still do this. So whether my numbers go up, down, or stay the same, I do this just because I enjoy making content for my viewers, the people out there, or somebody that needs a good laugh, or even somebody to talk to. So that's why I still do this. But being a content creator has been a little bit different for me. Like I know my videos stay here. And all, and I do love recording. Like anybody in my chat will tell you, I am constantly on stream. Like because I know Twitch only holds up to 6 categories, but my YouTube videos have been here for a bit now since I started. And just being able to give you guys more to watch other than just the 6 streams that I do over on Twitch. Like, that's why I actually enjoy being a content creator. My videos will get better down the line. I am working my way up to, bettering my setup and my studio, things like that. I'm slowly working towards that. But, I'm trying my best and doing the best I can with what I have. So, now let me check up with the chat here, see what's happening. Well, being you were my first streamer I seen playing, I wasn't trying to sound conceited there, Cass. I love playing games, some I am not that good at. I played games since I was little, being the only child I had to entertain myself, and there was a few my mom would play with me. See, and that's not bad. See, my dad at some point, my mom tried her best, and it was hilarious to try, but I wasn't gonna torment her with it, but she did the best she can. Shooting games are fun because when you can't take your anger out on a person, you go shoot some zombies or or people on the video game. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's true. Public violence is illegal. So guys, make sure, if anything, if need be, go to a gym, hit a punching bag, scream at a pillow like I do from time to time, or just simply put in a game you can rage out with. So guys, if you don't have any other questions with that, I'm gonna go on to the next one. Okay, you guys. So now here is where my curiosity kind of peaks as a stoner. So I'm just gonna ask this straight out, you guys. Who or how did everyone come across the Sins Gaming channel? Did you see it on just a recommended, or like did it pop up? Did somebody recommend it? Did you see it on social media? How did you guys come across my content? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all confident about my stuff, but I'm curious on what keeps you guys hooked on my videos or my podcast. Like, I know why I'm doing this, but I'm just curious on what keeps you guys, like, wanting to come back to see more. Sorry, guys, I'm checking both my phone and my laptop because I don't want to miss anything. I know my stream does lag a little bit behind, so that's why I've been trying to keep constant watch on the laptop and the phone so I can interact with you guys. But alright, you guys, so I'm going to keep going while anybody's having time to interact with the question. And then the next thing I want to know you... Oh. Alright, you guys, so, and then the other question I have, guys, that's the last question I wanted to know. Was how did everyone get into gaming, or what are your hobbies that got you interested in showing off your style, and what's the story like? Because I know everybody has their own. I call them skill sets. Like with me, I love video games. I love dancing. I love drawing. I love reading. Like I love sitting back and playing hero. I have a huge hero complex. I love talking to people, getting to know their story. Getting to know them. So, guys, like, I call them skill sets. So that's what I mean by your story. Like, if you're a gamer, what intrigued you to get to where you are today? Or if you're an entrepreneur or you make crafts or stuff like that, like, what made you first come into that realization, like, hey, I really enjoy doing this? And what's the story? So, also, too, guys, if you want to interact with that. So I'm gonna give everybody time to either talk to me about it or bring it up if you want to. And then after that, we're gonna get into the event that I came up with before we start talking about my experience in Salem. Alright, you guys, so if there isn't any questions at all or anybody wants to share that real quick, I'm going to get on to the next topic I want to talk with you guys about. So, guys, I started realizing how close we are getting to the new God of War release. So I literally enjoyed the new God of War story so much that I played through it as a trophy hunt and missed 2 or I think 3 trophies. Kill all Odin's birds, find all the murals, and I think something else I can't remember. So just so I actually have a reason to go back and trophy hunt it and enjoy the story again. But I was thinking about recording it for you guys all the way through on Twitch as well. So, as well as Lords of the Fallen. I know you guys enjoyed my first run of that, trying to see how long I can last when I took on every Guardian I came across. So, I figured why not make it into a community challenge to where, like, if I could hurry up and finish trying to beat my 2 goals that I have left for my old channel, that, it'll be fun, entertaining, and a hell of a rage party. So I'm calling it 7 Sins Rage, Sin, or Die, where I will either be screaming in my rage pillow or trying to rip it in half the long way, or I will be taking a bunch of sin rips to see if it makes me better or makes it more entertaining during the fight, or after 7 tries I have to end that video and cut the stream. So I figured why not make it you know, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be entertaining as all hell, but make sure if you don't have the Twitch link, I will make sure to get you guys that in the comment section below. But if you guys want to catch that and have a laugh, more power to you. Or if you want to interact or see if you can challenge me, it'll be a lot of fun. So if you guys want to know anything about that event or how to help, please let me know. And I would gladly give the details. And then after this, you guys, we're going to talk about my experience in Salem and the after effect of the card psychic reading I had done. And then we're going to do a mental health check because I want to know how you guys have been since the previous episode. So, you guys have any questions on anything I just asked or anything like that? Alright, so while I give people either time to type that, guys, so I'm going to talk about my experience in Salem. Like, I had a lot of fun seeing all these events that had to do with the witch trials as well as some of the locations where it actually happened. Like, I got to learn about how it all came about, the hysteria in Salem. Basically, everything that happened was just astounding to me, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I was a believer in witchcraft and all that crazy shit, but just the factor of what happened during the witch trials was just astounding, and as well as playing the game Little Hope that you guys caught yesterday. But the similarities between the two, seeing it in real life, and just mind blew me completely. And I couldn't believe it. And then just seeing some of the similarities in Little Hope, certain areas, seeing the plaques in real life, and visiting that exact location, I so, like, as well as seeing all the culture there as well, you guys, like, the atmosphere there, the vibes, everything that happened, like, I posted them up on my social media. I am going to be posting it up on Discord if you guys want to see all the pictures I took there. I got locked up in the I got locked up for being a witch. I had a spawn of Satan with a demon woman. I raised chaos in the Ropes Mansion where Hocus Pocus was shot. I got to see a pirate museum in a video game bar. Like, come on, guys. I had a phenomenal time. So if you guys have any questions on that, I will gladly answer that. Or if you want to know when I'm posting up the pictures, I will gladly get to that as well. So, alright, you guys. So this next part I want to share with you guys was the psychic card reading that I got. And by this awesome lady here. She knew nothing about me prior to me making the appointment to get the psychic reading done. Uh, not from like a hole in the ground. Uh, so, and I'm gonna show you this uh, card that she gave me after the reading, because guys, she was great. And she knew absolutely nothing about me, and she asked me why I wanted to get a reading done, and I didn't really share with anybody to as in like why I wanted one. So guys, I'm kind of gonna share an emotional little bit of a backstory behind it, because as you all know, or I think you all know, besides anybody new listening, I uh, I lost my dad 2 years ago to the coronavirus, so COVID. And I didn't really get to say goodbye when he passed, so I carried that guilt for a while, but I wanted to keep his memory and his legacy going. And so, I tried to be a good guy as he wanted me to be, as well as stay the character that I am today, to keep everybody entertained, play hero in real life and on screen. Basically who I am now. And I've had my struggles, I've had my days in and days out, and I've never lost track on who the man he wanted me to be. Um, I always carried that heavy on my heart, as well as everybody else I lost. So it's been tough, and so I just wanted to know if, because I do believe in the afterlife, and I do believe that everybody we lost is watching over us now. And so I just wanted to know if, even if he was watching or whatnot, if I am on the right path to where I was wanting my life to be. And so before we started this, she had me clear my mind, think of a memory of me and my dad that actually was one of the happy moments in my life. And she had me choose between the deck, three different decks, and I did. So the story behind the cards and the stuff that she shared was in depth to the point to where I know that there's no way in hell she could have made it up. My dad always turned around and told me this life is only what you can make it, or take control of what you can handle. And the fact is, where I got today and the people I met or impacted their life, if I didn't go through all this and get to where I am now, I never would have learned that lesson years ago, and I don't know how my life would have turned out if it wasn't for that lesson that he taught me. And so the fact is that he doesn't like the fact is I'm still blaming myself for not being able to say goodbye to him. He's proud of the guy that I turned out now than where I was years ago when my mom and my dad saved me. So just to hear that, just gave me the closure I needed, and just as well as a few other bits of information as well. But I'm not going to get into that part yet, because that's a bit personal, so I'd rather keep that to myself. But guys, just in all aspect, and just getting that energy and that feeling that I had, as well as her sharing a tidbit of information, I found out that my being is attached to a tarot card. So when we went to this witch museum, I seen this section where they had tarot card pictures, as well as a little bit of I'm gonna say an emblem. And instantly I went right for the strength tarot card. And when she told me the meaning behind it, I was like, well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I was drawn to it, was because you need strength to be able to protect the people you care about. And just in that aspect, knowing that both me and my dad were tied to the same card, I needed to get it. So I actually have it hanging on my wall in my office right now. As well as, guys, I went and visited an insane asylum as well. We found a hidden graveyard behind the field, and then I found this weird, creepy bullseye stone that I guess is meant for people like me. It's supposed to give me energy, some weird thing like that. And I guess I'm meant to keep this with me. And like as soon as I thought I lost it, like I had like this weird, creepy, like cold over feeling. And I know it sounds crazy as all hell, but I kid you not. But I felt all off until I got my hands back on this stone. So I'm telling you, it's a creepy ass little aspect here. So let me tell you what, it's something. Okay, so let me catch up with Che here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. I will definitely answer the best I can. So Cassie, what was your favorite part about the whole trip? Honestly, I gotta say it was the vibes and the culture I got to see out in Salem. Like between the history, the different types of shops I met, the people I met, seeing everything that happened down there for that whole trip, it was just a whole life changing experience for me, and I definitely plan on going back. So yeah, you guys, like, and also too, I want to give a big shout out to a few shops that actually treated me, was interested in knowing like where we came from, stuff like that. Because I told them about the game channel, I told them about you guys, how I wanted to share this experience with you, and so I gotta give a big shout out to Hex Old World Witchery out in Salem. If you guys do stop there, please check them out. They're a bunch of phenomenal people. Melt is a homemade ice cream shop there that had phenomenal stuff. Like I gotta say, that was the best shake I ever gotten from there. So also too, shout out to the family down at Melt. Greatly appreciate you guys as well. And then Pentagram, guys, beautiful shop, different styles and types of trinkets and stuff involving witchcraft and magic. He was a fellow streamer too, so I'm waiting for him to either pop into my Twitch or my YouTube one of these days so I can get his information. But big shout out to them as well, you guys. Like it was a great time down there. If you guys ever get a chance to go down there, please check them out. I highly recommend it. So, do you guys have any other questions before we get into the mental health check? Or if anybody's still in the comment section, do you want to know anything before we get into the mental health check, I should say? Where's another place you want to visit? Honestly, guys, as creepy as this is going to sound, and I promise you I'm not in any dark place at this moment, but I actually am thinking about possibly seeing if I can afford to go to Japan or wherever Mount Hikami is and visit a haunted actual place. So I want to find out where the spot where the Fatal Frame Project Zero was shot and see if I could find any haunted moments there. So that is definitely something on my fantasy bucket list. I'm gonna say because I highly doubt I'm gonna get a passport anytime soon or even find where Mount Hakami is. So. For right now, Fatal Frame is the closest we're gonna get to that. So, but that's on my dream fantasy list right there. But what about you guys? Oh, absolutely. But I mean, after playing Dead Island and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure if a zombie apocalypse ever happened there, it's gonna be rough. But alright, you guys, so if nobody else is going to have any other questions or want to share anything, we'll get right into the mental health check topic. So, guys, I know a lot of crazy shit's happened since episode 2. So I'm just going to start from the beginning before I got to where the peace of mind I am now. So guys, I gotta admit, like, before I went on this trip and all, like, I've been carrying a lot of weight on my shoulders since then. Between dealing with my own personal demons and trying to be there for people, and I won't disclose names, but for trying to be there for them, to dealing with what's going on at work, to trying to stay up on what I want to personally get done. It's been stressful and tiring, and it's put me in a lot of bad spirals. Um, so, like, guys, and a lot of times when people say, yeah, it's better to reach out there, it's not always easy for people like me. Like, we can't always just form the words to be like, hey, I need assistance, or hey, I need to run something by you. Like, not all of us have the courage to do that. And, guys, it takes a lot to handle stuff like that, as well as be able to take care of yourself. So, between the lack of sleep, off appetite, stuff like that, like, stress can affect not only your mental state, but your physical health as well. So, guys, I highly recommend either speaking with somebody you're close with or you trust, and just be like, hey, I got some stuff I want to get off my mind, because if I don't, it's going to eat at me. And they're either going to be there for you or be like, hey, well, sorry, I can't help you. So, guys, if you're ever addressed with that situation, either just reach out to those either next to you that you trust, stuff like that. It doesn't hurt to sit there and just get that off your mind, so it's not building up and wearing you down. Um, so, like, realizing that, like, I've had to swallow my pride and realize that I have a great group of people behind me that no matter how stubborn I am, whether it's the Sin family, the Sin army, the other Sins, or in real life, family, friends, loved ones, people I hold close, like, if it wasn't for them, like, I don't think this chaotic mess would be in such self-control. So let me tell you, it's, if it wasn't for people I came across in 32 years, I still wouldn't be here in front of you guys. So, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys that has stood by me through all this, leading all the way up to today. So, much love and respect to each and every one of you, new family, old family, the Sin Army, the Sin family, all you guys, much love and respect to all of you, and thank you for that. Hey Snickers, welcome back. Even though we're almost done with the stream, we're doing mental health checks. So, but guys, after this whole visit at Salem, getting away from the area, being able to just let off steam and enjoy myself, like, I realized that, getting the closure I needed after my psychic reading, and, I felt like I had 6 years of weight lifted off my shoulders. So, I'm definitely grateful for that. So, guys, what about you? What's going on with you guys? Like, if you guys want to share with me, I'll greatly hear it. Or if you want to talk in private, feel free to message me for contact information, and I'll hear you guys out. Oh, you made it out of the back rooms alive, huh? Did you see anything spoofy? I have been up and down. I have an idea as maybe as an outlet. I really don't want to rely on depression meds my whole life, because I don't have them. I can't control the negative thoughts. Yeah, sometimes if you, like, because I found ways to cope with my depression half the time, and I try my best. But sometimes the best doesn't always work, and it puts you in a bad mental state. So, like, it doesn't help like I said before, I know for people like me or you guys out there, Like, it's hard to find ways that work when sometimes our judgment is clouded. So, guys, it's not a bad thing that you're struggling. Just, when in doubt, don't give. Well, actually, I was going to say, when in doubt, left is always right, but don't ever go by that, because trust me, you'll end up like me. Um, but, guys, sometimes it's not that bad if you have somebody to reach out to. Bounce an idea off of them. Sometimes they'll point you in the right direction, sometimes they'll open it up in another thought. Oh, but Snickers, that's okay. Because if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be clean. Uh, it is, and sometimes it gets easier, and sometimes it's got its shit days. So, guys, like I said before, if you have people to turn to just for either guidance, an idea, help, or just to talk to a friend, just swallow your pride and do it. From one stubborn person to the next, yeah, it sucks that you have to give up some of your independence just to ask for help, but it's not always a bad thing. What's the worst they're gonna say is no or sorry, I can't help you. So I mean, it's not a bad thing to ask for help. Just be like, in the end, you're gonna feel better about it because you got that weight or that burden lifted off of you. Well, yeah, of course. I'm always here to listen. Well, all right, you guys. So again, before, unless anybody else wants to share or have any other questions for me before, I guess we end this podcast. Um, again, guys, I ask, please, if you do get a chance to check out my videos as well as the other podcasts, please leave a like, a dislike, or a comment on what you thought of the content, and if you want to see more, it'll help me give me a better idea for my videos. Um, Also, too, if you haven't already, if you want to help support the Sin YouTube channel, and again, to get your name on the mask, if you could help me get my content out there, or if you subscribe, let me know so I can add your name to the mask. And at the end of my second year, I will be doing a giveaway for either 2 to 4 people for either Sin merch or Sin Army merch. So, again, you guys, any way you guys could help me get my content out there would be greatly appreciated. So, does anybody have any other questions or anything before I do my outro here? Well, alright, you guys. Oh, excuse me. Well, without further ado, you guys, if that's the case, again, I want to hear from you guys. So if you guys want to answer any of the questions, feel free to answer down below. Or if you want to run something by me or you need anybody to talk, reach out to anybody here in the chat or myself, and we will be here for you guys either way. So, guys, without further ado, with much love and respect, I'm gonna be taking off for a bit, like I said, so I can give these videos time to get out there a little more. But so please, if you haven't already, please check out my other content as well as new content coming up, and I will catch you sins in the next podcast. Later, guys.